Okay, folks, I'm back going directly through YouTube now. Uh, Sorry I ended that other live stream, but uh, I turned on my second laptop and looked, and the focus was all messed up. There was screeching sounds and all that, so I figured I'd restart. Well, thank you, Crystal. Welcome back to you too, my friend. So, how is the weather out there today where you are, Crystal? It's awful quiet tonight. I haven't seen Bonnie on for a while. They went to, where did they go? They went on a trip someplace. Um, Montana, I think she said. And I haven't heard anything back from her since she went. I hope she's doing fine out there. Probably don't even have Wi-Fi where they are. Hello. Well, Crystal, since nobody else wants to come in and chat with us, and I'm not sure that you're still here, so I think I'm all by myself. I've always been by myself, so it's nothing new. But I've got 18 minutes after 10, and I'm going to shut it down and get me a bowl of ice cream and then go to bed, I guess. Okay, we got somebody else that just came in, and now everybody's gone. What is happening here? Okay, well, tomorrow's another day, and maybe me and Barb can go live sometime tomorrow afternoon or something, or maybe Sunday. Uh, I had to take the laptop downtown to where they're having the fireworks. See if I can show the fireworks live tomorrow night or something. Oh, is the baby okay? And welcome back, Zach. Hey, that rhymes, don't it? Welcome back, Zach. Is the baby okay, Crystal? Yep, I got you. I got you, Crystal. I see you're both here with me. Hey, David at Claybank Homestead. Good evening, my friend. How are you this evening, Dave? Hmm. Well, he's going to have a sore lip tomorrow for sure. Well, how's the garden doing, Dave? Ah, excellent, Dave. I wish we could get a good shower. we've had rain like 3 days in a row. It'll rain for like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and then it clears off. We don't get enough rain to wet the bottom of the bird bath, you know. So I've been sitting out there. What is that? My screen. Huh. I've been sitting out there with a garden hose in the evening, watering this stuff, and man, my wife put up like 35 or 36 quarts of uh, pickles. That's it. And so, you know, if we ever go into the starvation mode, we won't run out of pickles. That's for sure. Zipper peas and okra. Okay, very good. Barb loves okra. I've never been able to acquire a taste for it. You know, I mean, she was fed okra when she was a baby, probably. Because down here in the South, everybody eats okra. I love peas, green peas. Oh, very good, Crystal. Very good. I know, Crystal, you mentioned one time that Mally planted some seeds. Did those seeds ever sprout so that she could see they're really growing? Yeah, definitely, Jay. I won't be in a pickle, that's for sure. I like that. You know, I'm going to have to make up a video sometime of wow. Well, hopefully it will, you know, be absorbed into the ground and not just run off. Because we have a lot of times we'll get a rain and it doesn't even seep into the ground; it just runs off. We got some nice cantaloupes out there. We got about 5 or 6 cantaloupes coming up. We got watermelon plants out there, but I don't think they're going to do anything. We had bees all over the garden a couple weeks ago, and I thought, well, that's good because that's going to. They were honeybees. Um, Well, I planted pumpkins and they never come up out of the ground. Never even sprouted. Now, do pumpkins take a lot of water? Like cucumbers and watermelons, you know? Okay, very good, Jay. Yeah, batch them up. Batch them up. You need to get you a bunch of veggies there, Jay. Grow your little garden out there. You can grow them in flower pots, tomatoes and stuff like that, and stick them away. If you're into canning or anything like that, can a bunch of stuff and stick it in the back of the cupboard because I have a strong feeling that prices are going to skyrocket. I know it's already gone up on meat. Okay, very good on the peas, Dave. I've never grown peas or beans, uh, no herbs other than the moringa trees, um, if you want to call them an herb. It's basically been cucumbers, um, squash, tomatoes. Um, I did some onions this year and got a bunch of good onions. But I don't have a tiller or anything like that. And I went out, I went out in the backyard where we picked out a place to plant our vegetables and stuff, and I stuck the uh, spade down in the ground, garden spade. Bonnie, well, hello in Montana, Bonnie. Golly, you're way away from Florida. How are you folks doing? And did you have a safe and uneventful trip? Okay, very good. Yeah, we don't need things like flat tires and overheating cars and stuff like that when we go on vacation. They can ruin a vacation really fast. But we've been missing you. We've been wondering where you were. When are you going to be coming back to Florida? Do you know? No sick dogs or anything. Okay. We've all been wondering where you were, Bonnie. In fact, we were just speaking about you earlier, wondering how your trip was and if you got back yet. Mid-August. Okay. All right. The virus might be over by then. Yeah, I can understand that, Bonnie, for sure. We're getting record numbers of people here in our county uh, that have got the virus, but nobody seems to know the names of anybody that has a virus, anyone that has died from it.
Make your tea, but it's cold now. You're sitting on the stove.
Oh, it's fine. Who drank it?
Nobody. Have to be careful about putting water in, because when I pour all the honey in it, overflows it.
Moringa tea, and that's good too. Yeah, that's what I hear, Bonnie, that there's a lot down in Florida. Well, I've got 52 moringa trees out in the backyard growing. Yeah, Bonnie, Molly planted her little garden earlier this year. And Melanie just commented on one of my, I think she was commenting on the Mount Rushmore, which didn't work out. It's okay, Lucy. It's just fireworks outside. That's all it is. It's not going to hurt you. Yeah, puppy dog, she gets scared of thunder and lightning and fireworks, don't you, honey? Yes, you get scared, don't you? And you shiver and shake, don't you? But Daddy knows you're going to be okay. Oh, very good, Crystal. Yeah, get away from that as quick as you can. Yes, yep, Molly's a good girl. It's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. It's not going to hurt you. It's just noise. That's all it is, just noise. Okay. Good evening, Mel. Mel, we got Crystal Johnson, Zach Johnson, and Dave at Claybank Homestead, and Bonnie Seifert from Florida, but she's actually in Montana right now. And yeah, we got some people in the neighborhood. They got some good fireworks too. Well, probably better than the ones the city's going to shoot tomorrow. But, you know, yeah, definitely, Bonnie. All the fireworks tonight are in Mount Rushmore. Oh, very good. Very good. I went to buy some the other day, Mel. We went to the Waffle House in Easley, and there's a fireworks place there next to it or down the street from it. And I went up there looking at stuff, and man, I'll tell you, some of the prices of those things is unbelievable. The ones that people are shooting across the street over here, they cost $100 a piece. One shot, $100. Yeah, I guess when you get a stimulus check, you got a lot of money. Oh, very good. Very good. Well, I was up there earlier, but I had to get home before dark, so you know, I couldn't stay after dark. And I flew back, and boy, are my arms tired. No, Dave, Melanie's probably about 10 or 12 miles from where I am. And she's at a campground. So they got a big camper up there. Yeah, most definitely will, Mel. Melanie's a judge, and every morning she has to go down to the jail, the county jail, and sign people out or bail them out, or not bail them out, but give them a hearing or whatever it's called. I don't know. I've never been arrested yet. Well, Crystal, I don't know. Um, I have a grandson uh, that you've seen in the videos, and they say he's autistic. Yeah, she performs bail hearings. That's what it is. Almost every morning, too. You know, down here, the way the laws are in South Carolina, it's a revolving door. You know, there's no lock on it. You come, you come in whenever you want and you go home whenever you want. And they even pay you to go to jail. Mel, how much do they get paid a day for being in jail? Something like $1.50 a day or something like that. Okay. Do they have group rates? I don't know if you can see the fireworks out my window here or not, but they've got some good aerial fireworks. Well, they're just shooting around like, oh, there we go. Yeah. Let me turn off a couple lights here, and you can see some of the fireworks that my neighbors are shooting. Okay. Now I'm going to move the camera over by the window. Over by the window. And, oh, that's my storage building. There's my church across the street. And, boy, the windows are dirty. Melanie, you need to come over here and wash my windows. Come and shoot one up in the air. You know, Mel, you can't wash these windows because they're painted shut. I tried to get them open one time. Now they're not going to shoot anything up in the air. Come on, crazy knotheads. And the storm windows are actually mounted to the house. They're not open type windows. Come on, shoot some fireworks here. Just give us one good one. Come on, throw it. You know, I wonder how long it took the Chinese to realize, you know, when they invented the fireworks, I wonder how long it took them to realize that you can't hold them in your hand, you have to throw them. I bet you there was a lot of fingers lost in the process of making those. But anyway. Yeah, it keeps the burglars out for sure. Now they're shooting the fireworks up in the air. All I can see is a, whoops. You got the reflection of me back here on the window. You know, they've been running ads on TV for Windows. I think I'm gonna give them a call and have them come over and give us an estimate, changing out all these windows. Well, that's neat, Dave. What you could do is just go to the state line and shoot the fireworks back towards your house. Oh, that's cool, Mel. That's cool. Yeah, there you go, Mel. Kindergarten to 12th grade, and then they can live in your basement, and you can make them peanut butter and tuna fish sandwiches for the rest of their life. Peanut butter pancakes and syrup. Yep. You know, I like 2 eggs over medium on my pancakes or waffles. And then when you break the yolk, it soaks down into the waffle. Yeah, I love it. It makes it like a chicken in the basket or a one-eyed jack. But then you got to put a lot of salt on the eggs and then syrup on top of everything. That's what I had for supper tonight. We stopped at the Waffle House. Oh, it's easy, Mel. You just don't cook it. Yeah, and it's not really bad either. You know, you get that yolk down there into that waffle or into the pancake. It tastes, you know, it's palatable. You know, that's the thing I can't figure out about some of the restaurants. You know, you order a pancake and two eggs over medium and toast and grits. Okay, they bring you the grits in a bowl. They bring you a great big plate with a big waffle on it, and then another plate with two eggs on it. I tell them, don't waste all the dishes. Just take those two eggs and put them on top of that waffle and bring it to me, you know? It saves a lot of washing dishes. What did you do with the grill, Mel? Did you set the whole thing on fire or something? Only you, Mel. Yeah, I know what you mean, Dave. Whereabouts are you, Mel? What are you? Not Twin Lakes Campground. Are you up there like in Dacusville or Marietta area? Oh, trust me, Bonnie. She can do it. Oh, the backside of Table Rock. Okay. Mel, did you ever notice the big now that's Caesar's Head, I think. There's a if you look if you're going north on Highway 11, if you're going north on Highway 11 and you look off to your left at that big bare rock up there, there's a great big giant teepee carved in that rock. Have you ever seen that, Mel? Oh man, you got to see it. It's about, I'd say, 75 to 100 feet tall at least. You can't miss it. If you know it's there, you can't miss it. But if you don't look for it, you won't see it. Blueberry waffles, there you go. Okay, Mel. Don't go away. I got to go get something. I'll be right back and show you. Okay, check this. Can you see that? Sure you can. Oh, come on. You can see it. That's me and Barb cutting our wedding cake. No, no. She's feeding me the piece of cake. Here's the one where we're cutting the cake. And that's Barb's sister right over here. Yep, 21 more days. And there's me waiting and waiting and waiting. We got buried. Yeah, we will. We got married at Barb's grandmother's house. And if you look here down here at the bottom, you can't see it, but it says July 1970. 50 years. 50 years. Oh man. You can't believe what we've been through in 50 years. Maybe you could. You got to be old to appreciate it. Real old. In fact, if I remember right, when I moved Barb, just after I got married, they transferred me to Japan. And, oh, very good, Mel. And I had to sign papers. Me and Barb both had to sign papers so that she could go to high school in New York because she was married. She had to sign papers saying she would not discuss any of her private family life, if you want to call it, with any other kids in school. Boy, what some weird rules they used to have. Oh, very good, Dave. Very good. Well, 19 more years is a long time. Trust me, it's a long time. But when I worked for the phone company, well, congratulations, Bonnie, on 37. I only worked for the telephone company for 20 years. And it seemed like a blink of an eye, Time really flies, especially when you enjoy your job. I really enjoyed working for the phone company. I just couldn't take some of the stuff they were dealing out when it became AT&T. Yep. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, Dr. Laura, I don't know if you've ever heard of Dr. Laura on the radio or not, but she keeps talking about when you meet a guy, you need to live with him for about 7 years to find out whether you're compatible or not. Barbara and I knew each other 1 month before we got married. That was 50 years ago. Golly. But oh, Mel, tell everybody about the time I remodeled our kitchen in New York and how Tom decided he was going to help me with his table knife in your bedroom. And Mel, when your mom and I got married, the aunts and uncles and all this were, making bets on how long it will be before the baby's born. That's why we waited 3 years. Made them all feel like fools. Yeah, but Mel, remember, you don't remember he took the tiles off your bedroom floor with a butter knife? He was going to help me. Half the family warning her against you. Yeah, people always look at the downside, you know. Yeah, that was something when the air conditioner quit working in the mobile home. That was the hottest place I've ever been. Yeah, yep. That's why you never hold a hammer with both hands and hammer like this, because you're going to get yourself someplace. And the old blood's just gushing out of his head, Bonnie. I mean, head cuts bleed a lot easier than a cut on your body anyplace else, because the blood vessels are so close to the skin up here, And I took and I wrapped a towel around my son's head, and I put him on the front seat of the car. He was only about 5 or 6, maybe not that old. And I took off down the road to the hospital. I thought for sure he was going to bleed to death. And then I get there and I'm just going, hysterical. Well, the moringa trees are doing good. They're not gaining any height, Mel. They got yellow leaves. So I either need, they either need more calcium or magnesium, one of the two. And I'm going to take one down to Clemson University, because they told me moringa trees won't grow in South Carolina because it's not a tropical atmosphere. So I'm going to take one down to them so they can see it. And get them to do a soil test for me to tell me, what's needed in my soil. They don't like fertilizer, but if they don't get a lot of magnesium, yeah, I do remember that, Mel. And do you know that house burnt to the ground? Did you know that? Okay, very good, Bonnie. On the 5 moringa trees, Now, I'll tell you, when you go to transplant them, don't dig them up. Dig a little hole around the tree so that you're not hitting any of the roots, and take a garden hose and wash the roots down so that you don't break or tear any of the roots. And just hold the tree trunk and wash the roots down. That pot that I had here in the house, I had 26 trees growing in that pot. I took it and put it outside, and there were 26 seeds in that pot that germinated and came up. And I took and washed every one of them, one at a time, getting them out. And they're doing better than the ones that were been planted in the yard. How, okay, Dave, let me ask you a question. How many limbs are there on the tree? I mean, are there like 2 limbs here, and then up a ways there's 2 more, and then up there's 2 more? Okay, very good, Mel. Well, they tore down what was left of it after it caught fire. And I'll tell you, Dave, the reason I'm asking that is because if you go out and snap those limbs off, it'll make that tree grow taller quicker because it won't have to feed those lower limbs. Just leave the top set of limbs with the new growth in the middle. That's all you need. And you can snap off all the rest of the limbs below that. And that will really cause them to grow faster. Because the only thing that tree will have to feed is the new growth at the top and those 2 limbs at the top, which are, absorbing the sun's rays for chlorosis. No, that ain't it. You know what I mean? When the sun, chlorophyll? No. Anyway, I know that you know what I'm talking about. Love you too, Bonnie. We'll talk to you later, my friend. God bless you, and have a safe trip on your way home in case you don't get to come in and talk with us between now and then. But let us know when you get home. And folks, I'm going to run too. It's 11:23, and I got to get some sleep because tomorrow comes real fast when you're asleep. So, folks, I'm going to say goodbye now, and we'll see you later. We'll try to get on tomorrow, maybe in the afternoon sometime when it cools down a little bit. We'll take the laptop outside and set it up, and y'all can chat with Barb and see my messy greenhouse and garden. So we'll say goodnight, everybody. Take care, be safe, and don't forget to say your prayers. Good night, everybody.